I'm watching the game. What's going on, Aries? All is well with y'all. Happy holidays to those who celebrate, whatever you do celebrate. All right, if you don't, what's up? How you doing? We're going to see what we got going on for the Aries collective for Capricorn season 2025. Listen, y'all, happy birthday, Cap City. Make sure you show love to your favorite sun sign Caps. Happy solar return. Send them some blessings. And pay attention to where Cap is in your chart. It's a fellow cardinal sign, Aries. So, there are going to be a few planets and asteroids there over over the next 30 days or so. So, you definitely want to pay attention to that energy. All right. So let's see what we got going on. What energies are might be affecting you, could be around you. All right. That's in your vicinity. All right, Aries, let's see. All right, Aries. First card out, the Queen of Wands. She wanted to turn sideways. So I'm going to put her sideways. We're going to see what that's about. What else we got for Aries? The Star card came out sideways as well. Wow. So did the Eight of Pentacles. All right. This is the type of reading we doing. Aries, I ain't never did a reading like this with so many cards to the side. But we got 3 more cards to go. Let's see. All right. The Chariot energy. That came out sideways. Look it. You see the cards coming out sideways, right? You see I'm just shuffling. You see this, right? This is what we do at Aries. Yo, the cards are supposed to be like this, Aries. They're supposed to be like this. Okay, straight up and down. This is how everybody else's reading was, Aries. Straight up and down. Okay? Yours is not. So I'm excited. Okay? I'm excited. I like different. I like new. You got my Aquarius energy popping right now. All right. Let's see what we got going on with these cards that all came out to the side. We got the Magician energy came out to the side. We got the Star energy came out to the side. We're dealing with 4 major arcanas of the 6 cards. We got the Chariot energy that came out to the side. We got the 8 of Pentacles that came out to the side. We got the 2 of Swords that came out to the side. We got the major arcana of Justice, Libra energy came out to the side. Yo, shit is in progress right now. This is going on in real time. Okay? Because decisions have not been made yet. That's why everything is to the side. Nothing is definite. Definitely a yes or a go. And nothing is definitely a no or a not doing it. It's still all in the air. There could be some legal situations in the air. There's some paperwork that people are filling out that is being reviewed. Applications being reviewed. Okay? Documentation being reviewed, okay, or has been submitted. It's in review. There's no yes, we're going to accept your loan. There's no we're rejecting you. There's no yes, we're going to give you your LLC. There's no yes yet. There's no yes on the house yet. The paperwork is in. What do they call that process when you're buying a house? What's the process called? I ain't never bought a house, but I know it's a process. When they put the sale, they take the sign that be on the lawn and they change the sign. Yo, let me know in the comments what that is, that process that you go through. And I took a real estate license exam many moons ago, but I only saw sold foreclosures. But I forget that process in the interim once you sign the paperwork and you're waiting to be approved and all of that. Anyway. Everything is still in the air. Somebody's application is being looked at, whether it's for a job, whether it's for a loan, whether it's for a house. Somebody's background is being investigated, okay, whether it's for a job or a home or a house, some type of legal situation. Somebody's being investigated. Okay, whether it's a background check because you it's a voluntary application fill out where you filled out an application, you're applying for a job with the police department, and they're doing a background check, or any job where they're doing a background check. This could be somebody working as a home health aide. This could be somebody working in the military. This is somebody who could be working as in the federal government, okay, state, local government job, okay, in the legal system specifically. Could very well be somebody's background, somebody's criminal background. They're waiting on that to come back, okay. That's what I'm getting if this is like an application you filled out for a job. Same thing for a loan or a major purchase. You're looking to get approved for it. They're checking your background, they're checking your credit. Okay, that's confirmation. I don't know if you can hear the pipe in the background. All right, but yeah, they're checking your application, they're checking your credit. Uh, for others of you, you are being initiated, or you're in the process of being initiated into some type of group or organization. Okay, no matter what it is, okay, whether it's something on the up and up, or whether it's something on the dark side of things, okay, there is an initiation process going on. There's also hazing going on. I don't know if this is the season where, I'm trying to think, is this the season in college, the time of the year when people are being hazed and then they find out that they crossed over, or do they cross over in the spring? Do they cross over by Christmas? I don't remember, because I never joined a I never joined a sorority. So I forget. But I used to watch, like, my first year of college. I would watch and see, like, everybody was trying to decide they first year. Everybody was trying, because you couldn't pledge to your sophomore year back when I was going to school. So everybody was looking around, checking everybody out, trying to see who they wanted to pledge for in their sophomore year. And I remember I was just like, I don't want to pledge with none of them, because they wasn't none of them was doing nothing for the community. And that was my concern at the time. It's like, okay, what are they doing for charity? What are they doing for, those who are disadvantaged? Like, that's the organization I would want to be a part of. And so the closest I came was Zeta Phi Beta. But I just never pledged. But and it was only because they were doing those things. You know what I'm saying? But something like that, somebody could be pledging for, all right, college organization of some sort. But yeah, let's get some clarity. We're gonna see, what's going on, but somebody background is being checked. Okay. If this is like a criminal organization, somebody's looking to see what somebody's resume is. It's like, okay, what have you done? Who you worked with? Somebody could be scouting and looking for work. This could be somebody who's looking for security work. You could be a former police officer, and you're, maybe you're applying to advance, okay, and everything is just being looked at. As far as military or police, you could be applying for the next stage. I don't know what the stages are. I know you got colonels, lieutenants, general. Okay, you whatever rank you are, you're applying for the next rank. Tell me about this magician in reverse. Fright. Somebody's afraid about their application. Okay, they're afraid that they filled everything out. They hope they filled everything out. They hope that if somebody's writing a book, this is somebody submitting something to a publisher. They're hoping that there's not a lot of edits. Okay, somebody's afraid. Just nervousness is what I'm getting. Afraid of their application being rejected. Tell me about the star energy in reverse here. Somebody's afraid of their background, people they associate with the star energy. Yeah, it's like they look at who you communicate with, they look at who you talk to. Somebody looking deep into your background. Okay, your friends, who you grew up with, your childhood friends, and are you still friends with these people now? What's the age of your friendships? Okay, this group, once you become a group of, yeah, because the star energy in the friendship card, once you become in this organization or this group, you got friends for life, you got family for life. All right. Yeah, alliance. I can't make this up. With the 8 of Pentacles energy, this is your brothers or your sisters. Okay. Some of you are looking to move into an exclusive community. You could be looking to move into a particular type of building, apartment complex, a co-op. All right. Not everybody's interested in buying traditional houses anymore. You know, people are buying reefs now, so you can invest in real estate. You don't have to buy houses and do it the old-fashioned way anymore. So somebody's investing in that, doing that. So they're tapping into something new. Okay. Yeah, with the chariot energy here, we have compromise. So you could be they're looking at your application, they're looking at somebody's looking at if you can be compromised, if you were ever compromised, whatever compromised means in that group. But it's basically them testing you to see if you are going to fall victim or if you can be trusted. Like this is an initiation or a hazing. You know, when you go on, they used to call it going online. You know, as far as you joining a group or organization here. All right. What's the Two of Swords? And the Two of Swords sideways. Yeah, introvert. Okay. So for some of you, this could have something to do with your partner, your private. They're trying to look into your personal life, who you messing with. See, they look at your friends. They look at how you handle conflict resolution. They look at how you handle family issues. They're looking at how maybe you are scouting someone for a partnership. Maybe this is somebody you met and you're trying to see if this person is marriage material. That's another thing I'm getting here. But yeah, it's like they're looking at who you dealt with in the past. Justice energy in reverse. Or justice energy sideways. Why did I say reverse? I guess that's what I was meant to say. Readiness. Yeah, somebody don't know if they're ready to get married. If they're ready to tie the knot, or if they're ready to go into business, or if they're ready to join this organization, this group, if they're ready to make this happen. Somebody is looking around at their life. This is another thing. Somebody's looking around at their life. They're looking at what they want to do. Like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to build. Who do I have around me? Looking at my friends, looking at what's hindering me. Yeah, with the magician energy and sideways, it's like, yo, I know I could do this, but I don't understand what's holding me back. What am I afraid of? Right? And so, you know, somebody's looking at, okay, what's holding you back is the fact that the people you socialize with the star energy and the friendship. So for some of you, you're realizing that, you know, the friendships you're in, the groups you're in, the organizations or whatever, you're looking at how they benefit you or how it will benefit you to join one. Maybe you're at a job and you're looking to join an organization within the you know, the career sector that you're in. So maybe you work in cybersecurity. Now you're looking to join some cybersecurity events, or going to cybersecurity events, or pay membership, join a membership, you know, for cybersecurity, whatever it's called, right? So here's the Eight of Pentacles and the Alliance. That's you, you know, joining organizations and things like that. And then once you sign and apply for the organization, now they're looking at you as if you're the material that they want. If you're somebody who's, you know, who they want, whether it's the police, whether it's the FBI, any of the alphabets, whether this is a fraternity, a sorority, whatever, a job, it don't matter. A housing community, like I said, maybe you are purchasing a penthouse. And this building is owned by a certain group of people who are very particular about who they allow to buy a condo in their building. And so you're being evaluated, okay? Yeah, they're looking at your personal business. They're trying to see, are you single? Are you married? You know, maybe you're running for office. Maybe you're going to consider running for a particular office, okay? And they do this with you. This reminds me of if you're watching Force with Tommy and him. What's the police chief? What's her name? She's about to run for mayor, so she's going from one layer to the next, one level to the next, and you know, they're doing background on her, seeing who she messing with. So they look into her relationship with her husband. They're looking to see how many cases she solved. You know, is she ready for this position? This will take her to the next level. What's gonna keep her from getting the position? You know, they may be looking at other people for the position or for the candidacy. What's gonna keep her? Yeah, Cancer energy, candidacy, bingo. Somebody could be running for office. All right. So it's a couple different scenarios going on with y'all. Okay. You know, if this is a organization, a criminal organization, same type of thing. You being evaluated, your application is being reviewed. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Somebody's scared that they didn't fill out all the paperwork, because you know the Ten of Swords don't necessarily just mean. It could mean a lot of things, because it's Gemini energy, so it's paperwork. So you got to fill out a lot of paperwork. Okay, this is what somebody is afraid of, the application process. Okay, with the magician energy in reverse, it's like, damn, it's mad paperwork. Okay, whether it's a house, a loan, whether you're applying for a position, yeah, there's a certain amount of paperwork you got to fill out. So for some of you, you filled out all the paperwork, or maybe you didn't fill out the paperwork by the deadline. Okay, that could be something that's going to hold you back. That could be why the Ten of Swords is here. That could be maybe you didn't fill it out in time, or maybe you made some mistakes. So if you're writing a book, maybe there's edits. Like I said, your book is being evaluated. So maybe there's some things, or a script is your writing is being evaluated, and there's some things you need to change. They're not happy with everything. If this is a a organization, a criminal organization, they looking at are you able to handle the job? Okay, are you able to do what we need you to do? Are you scared? You know, you do what we need you to do. What's the friendship energy here? The group, the organization. Okay, yeah, with the Ten of Pentacle energy in reverse, there's no disloyalty. We don't deal with that. All right, we don't deal with that. Okay, or they don't deal with people who what I feel like is some of you would have to leave your friends. You would have to leave your friends behind. Your current friend scenario or friend situationship situation. You'd have to leave that behind. Like you're going from one level to the next, and you're gonna be making more money than the people you're with. So you cannot be around them. Like you still can't hang out with everybody. You can't do what everybody do no more. Whatever this is, it's gonna change your life in a way where it's gonna, how you look back and there's certain situations in life, you're like, yeah, I remember when I got into that situation, or yeah, I remember when I got married, or yeah, I remember when such and such was born. These are monumental points in your life. Like this is gonna be a monumental point in your life. And you got to be careful who you associate with. You ain't just anybody no more. So they're looking at who you associate with, and you need to be careful of who you associate with now that you're taking things to the next level. That's very important. I love this reading. This is dope. Just one, please. Okay, Ace of Swords. Bingo. So this is about, you forming an alliance, you being in this group, them doing can you do the work? Can you handle the responsibility of being in this group? Do you swear? Do you swear allegiance? With the Eight of Pentacles and sideways. Do you swear allegiance to this group? Do you swear to do the work for this group? Can you, do you promise to do what we ask you to do, follow the rules, the regulations of this group? That's sideways. They're wondering if you can do it. Can this person follow the rules? Can they do what they're supposed to do? So being initiated, again, leaving the family behind. You got to leave your family behind. You got to leave your friends behind. Maybe you going off to boot camp, okay? Going off to college. This could be college admissions. Waiting to see if you got accepted. Anything that you are getting accepted to. A house, if this is the house. You got to move out of the house you at. Okay, maybe you was living in your friend's house or your grandparents' house or something like that. Or maybe your grandparents left you a house. This could be a transition where somebody passed away and everything is in probate court right now. So you waiting to see who's going to get what, right? So six of energy and compromise here. Are you able to put aside your differences for the sisterhood, for the family? All right. Are you able to put away your don't take it personal and get hazed? So if I'm, if you running on my line and you got 6 weeks, I could do whatever I want to you. Don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? If I take you in and I take you in a room and I, leave you in a room, do some weird shit to you for your haze, and now I expect you not to get mad. We're a sisterhood. We're a brotherhood. We're a family. You can't take it personal. Okay. Something like that. Somebody's looking at how you handle, your conflict. Like maybe you're applying to be a teacher or somebody who deals with people or deals with the public. Then you handle family scenarios, family situations. How you deal with your family right now? How do you handle problems right now with your family? Because now you're going to be mayor. So not only do you, got to worry about what's going on in your household, you got to be able to manage your household, and now you got to be able to manage this. Are you able to do that? What's up? What's up? Thank you. Okay, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like, is your partner going to work with you? Okay, because here's the introvert energy. You and your partner, are y'all on good terms? Can y'all work together? With the two of swords sideways, it's like, okay, y'all both, are you able to work with your partner? For some of you, you may end up having an affair with somebody that, because of the type of work you do, you never gonna be home, so you may end up having a affair. You have a partner who's maybe unhappy about the fact that you're leaving. Maybe you're a military wife. Okay, Six of Wands, exactly. So are you ready? Because you're about to be honored. You're about to be recognized. You're about to be respected. You're about to be honored. You're about to graduate. Okay, with the Six of Wands and the readiness and the Justice energy. This is when it's official, but it ain't yet. Everything, this is all what's in the mix here. Okay, this is all what's being evaluated. So we have, yeah, Tyson. So, okay, this could be, they're looking at if they can bribe you, because Tyson is about bribing somebody. Bully. Okay, I told you about them organizations. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. Joyless. Like, yeah, this is gonna be a joyless job. You're gonna have to move away from your family. This is why your partner looking at you like, I don't know if you're gonna have to leave home. It's not easy work. It's not gonna be depending on what you're doing. You going for attorney general. You've taken it to the next level, going, you are a lawyer. Now you're going to be an attorney general. Like, this is a whole nother level here. Life changes. Major life changes. Yeah, lover energy. Okay, so yeah, something's going on with you. Got to be careful. Okay, because this could be one of the first things. When they get in those positions of power, with power comes people who are attracted to power. So if you're already in a connection or relationship, yeah, Gemini. Okay, this is you socializing. Okay, with the Gemini energy, you need to watch who you communicate with. You need to be able to infiltrate a room. You need to be able to blend in, right? This could be, I don't know, somebody could be hiring somebody, James Bond work. Maybe he getting some work. Hey, you got to be here and this message will self-destruct, Mission Impossible type of thing, right? You got to be able to maneuver into the room. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing, and get away with whatever you got to get away with, James Bond. Or what is Mission Impossible name with Tom Cruise? Okay, wounded. So we have an energy here. So this energy, this wounded energy, I feel like this could be somebody who has a superpower. Okay. You know what I'm getting? Also, like, somebody's being evaluated. Like, how they did. I watched a little bit of the X-Men, but how they evaluate. They would have you with any type of movie where you have somebody who has superpowers. They always want to kidnap you so they could study your blood and that type of thing. And I feel like this is somebody who let's make him like somebody's making this could be like the AI, somebody making some type of robot. Okay, trying to make sure that it has feelings, trying to make sure that it could socialize. Those like somebody's making a bot so that it could be their lover. Like, I'm picking up that type of shit. Where you got people who are single but they want companionship, but they don't seem to get along with people. They would prefer a bot or a robot. Like, that type of energy I'm picking up here. Okay, these are people who are wounded and not able to really connect with other people, but they want to be able to, like, somebody's being like somebody's looking for something like a prototype. Somebody's like, okay, what would be the ideal prototype for a woman who is not a woman, but I could still have sex with her. She could be social. I could take her out. Like, literally, it's like somebody is okay. For those of you who do sci-fi, I'm picking up like I don't know if you would call it a cyborg, or somebody who is being built, like, okay, Frankenstein, okay, type of thing. Like, I'm picking up that type of energy where somebody is like, we got to build her, we got to make her better, stronger, faster. Yeah, for those of you who know the bionic woman, the $6 million man, like that type of thing. And the prototype is still in the making. It's not completed yet. They're just trying to figure out how they want it. Okay, can we get, yeah, this is for somebody who wants companionship. This prototype, we're gonna call it the AI doll. Okay, yeah, warning, don't dismiss the red flag. So this is about, when you evaluate the situation and find out how it works, how it don't work. Okay, for some of you, like I said, you could be in a marriage All right, and you're entering into some type of a situation where you're taking things to the next level. Maybe some of you are entering into marriage. Like I said, you could be interviewing someone to decide, do I want to marry this person? Are they able to work with me? Are they going to be loyal to the family? You're looking at, how does this person fight when they're angry? How does this person make amends? How does this person handle their family members? The people that they love when they're angry. How do they handle them? How do they deal with them? Somebody's evaluating somebody to see if this person is who they want to be with. And they're paying attention to the red flags. Or is this person somebody I can marry? Is this person someone I can spend the rest of my life with? Yeah, the regret energy. Because it says someone feels remorse for the way that they treated you. So somebody could be looking back at you and looking at how you were and how you were a good person. And they're evaluating you like, did I misjudge Aries? Yeah, we're not together no more, but I kind of miss Aries. I mean, is Aries somebody that I could feel like I could have a family with? Is Aries right? I need to leave the past behind. Aries and I were friends for a long time. Do I really, like, some of you are leaving people? Okay, you're going through a spiritual transformation as well. There's a lot going on here, but you're going from one phase to the next is the point. Yeah, psychopathic energy. So some of you could have been exposed to this type of energy, and that's why you are in transition. So you could be in a relationship with somebody who is exhibiting signs of psychopath. Maybe this person cheated on you with the marriage energy and the lover energy, okay? And now you are, ready to leave this person behind, but maybe they're a bully. They could be bullying you. Somebody could be trying to bully you and keep you in a relationship that you're not wanting to be in. So somebody's in a crisis situation as well, as another thing I'm getting here. They are trying to figure out if they should stay with this person. The person that they're with could be, having an affair. Somebody doesn't know if they should call a relationship off or not. They're in limbo. So this is the situation. Everything is in limbo, no matter what it is. Longing. So this person could be longing for you, or maybe Aries, you realize that you were an asshole to this person and maybe you want to make things right. It just depends. Somebody was a bully and a psychopath, okay? Or somebody is a bully and a psychopath. This is what somebody's evaluating. Somebody could already be in a relationship with this person like, yo, and now I see this person's true colors. Now, how do I get out of this situation? Like, somebody's in limbo, paranoid fuck, okay? Because now they see this person for who they are. Somebody may find out that they're dealing with somebody who is in shit. Okay. uh but there's, whatever the situation is, whether you waiting on approval for a job, or waiting on approval for an apartment, or waiting on approval for joining a sorority or organized group, or wherever waiting to figure out how to get out of or get into the next level, the next phase, okay? You're in limbo right now. Everything is in limbo. This is what's going on right now. This is all what's being evaluated. This is all what's being marinated into the energy right now. All right. So soon the energy will, these are the things that are being looked at. So now that you know what's being looked at, you know, this is the beautiful thing about tarot. Now that you understand what's up in the air, you may be able to manipulate that in some way to your favor. All right. But do what you will with the information. Is entertainment purposes only. In no way, shape, or form are we promoting any type of illegal activity, or activity that would put anybody at a disadvantage or that would break the law. All right, disclaimer there. So I wish you guys the best, Aries. This was a dope read. I enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next reading later.